Hi everyone. In this video, I'm very happy to talk about a topic that is very deep in my heart, which is the sharing economy. What is the sharing economy? Before I explain my ideas and the solutions that I'm bringing forth, I'd like to give a brief preview of why have I come to talk about this and to have this in my mind regularly. As a businessman, I'm in my 30th year of doing business. I have come to realize a few years ago that we are deeply ingrained and deeply involved in money. Uh, on average, we work probably 40 hours and even more at times a week to make money, and we also spend numerous hours of trying to decide or think or to worry about how to spend money or to save money for the future. So money is deeply involved in our lives. Uh, I've been in this process before coming to Christ 2 years ago. I've been in this process since 2012, 2013, and I've experimented a lot of things to create the sharing economy. So, what is a sharing economy? It is a very simple idea that can be implemented and practiced anywhere in the world right away and have effects, have positive effects right away. It is simply gathering people, like-minded people who have the same vision and the same passions and the same desires of doing what? One, reducing our cost of living. Two, exercising sharing. Simple as that. Just exercise sharing, exercise giving freely and receiving freely without accounting, without it's not a barter I'm talking about here. And three, it creates a um, family environment, family relationships. It goes much deeper than friendship. It actually creates the family environment. It creates some aspects of family in relationships between members of the sharing economy. The way that I had brought forth just prior me coming to Christ is, I believe, until now, the best way of exercising sharing. I have come to realize that we are fearful people. We fear being abused, and we also fear actually even more, or at least as much, of abusing others. Meaning that if I receive services from someone, it just feels so uncomfortable when I don't pay something or give something back in return as an equal value. Having experimented this for a few years, it is one of the most common problematics, complaints that people have difficulty receiving freely. Even if they are giving here and there, since there's no accounting, so we don't know if what we're receiving is equal to what we're giving. So the fear is in both ways, being abused or abusing people, which is a healthy thing to do at its surface, but it is unhealthy when we want the sharing economy to function properly. Because if most of us just want to give because it just feels good, it feels better to give than to receive, then what's going to happen is that there won't be any opportunity to give because no one wants to receive. So you get the dilemma here. So here's the idea now. The idea is not to open this open door for anyone to come in whatever way. This has to be organized. And why does it have to be organized? Is because one, we need to make sure that people who are participating in this, they understand it, they are involved in it, and there's the same. We all have the same intention. I call it the ICS, Intentional Sharing Community. The the community, we know what it means. Sharing, you know what it means. What is the intention about? What's the intention in all this? Intent besides reducing cost of living, creating relationships, and exercising sharing. And beyond that, what is the intention in this? The intention in this is to help others who have not opened their eyes to this reality yet, that they don't realize how much of a slave we are to money, is for them to be the example. to be the light. Now, when I started reading the Bible, at that time in 2016, I was involved in 3 different sharing projects. 2 of them just fell apart, and one of them I decided voluntarily to remove myself from it and to focus on the Bible, to focus on God, and to understand God's message. So I really felt a strong need to take a step back and just to examine my life in general, what is happening. And to my joy and relief, sharing concept is definitely of God. Creating family of God is definitely also a biblical teaching, and that is the desire of our Father to become family, not just by saying it, but also by works, to be a family, to resemble family in all of its aspects. So one of the aspects that I am bringing here forth, that I'm concentrating on, is the sharing of the resources. What are the resources? It is our talents, our know-hows, our passions, our material goods. If I have a saw, if I have anything that someone else can use. So if I have an electric saw and you don't have one, you don't have to go buy one. Just borrow mine. So mine is ours. So it's ours in a group. So just like the family does. If I have family, I have 3 kids, I have a wife, brother, sister, very close friends. So between the small group, we do sharing. So sharing is not it's nothing new. We're not reinventing anything here. It is something we have done from day one of human existence. So what is new that I'm bringing forth is to bring that intention into it. Is to grow the sharing versus what? Versus doing commerce all of the time. Because if we do commerce all of the time, we treat each other not like brothers and sisters, but with like customers. What is a customer? So a customer is when someone comes in, let's say a brother, my blood brother comes in, I fix his shoes, and I don't charge anything. Because he's my brother, I'm not going to charge, or my mom, I'm not going to charge my mom to fix her shoes. There's no way I'm going to do that. So what if someone else comes and I don't feel this connection with this person? What am I gonna what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna treat this person like a customer. I'm gonna uh, unconsciously say to myself that I do not feel the connection like I do with my mom, my brother, my close neighbor, my close friend, or my daughter or my wife. So give me your money. So that's not the way I do it, obviously, but this is the reality, though. This is the truth. So the truth has to be, we have to shed light on the truth to know what we are doing. So we have to bring consciousness of our in our actions to understand what is happening here. So this is what God has put in my heart to share. So you can receive or not receive, or understand, not understand. I mean, anything goes. I'm okay with it. If you receive but not fully understand, ask questions or put your comments in the comment section below. So finally, let's arrive to the project in itself. So we get at least minimum 2 other people. There's us and there's 2 other people minimum, and we start sharing. And once we start sharing intentionally, we put forth our whatever we want to share. We have to be safe here. If we freak out at the beginning, it doesn't serve any purpose. So let's be safe. Let's say you're a, I don't know. Let's say you're a good example would be a constructor. Let's say you do home renovations. You're obviously not gonna come and do me a new basement and a new kitchen for free, because that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, because you have to make a living too. So we have to say, okay, yeah, you could say that, okay, I have 5 hours a week I can put in the sharing economy. I feel safe like that, so no problem. So let's do it this way. I'm a cobbler. I fix shoes. So I mean, I'm not gonna have 100 pair of shoes a week to fix in a small group, obviously. So I don't have to put limits for myself. Um, and also, if there's any out of pocket expense, we can ask for that, so no one loses money. We do freely, but we don't. No one actually loses out of pocket expenses. So we start with a small group. Let's say we're 5 people at the beginning. You exercise sharing intentionally. You solidify the group. You make it really easy and comfortable and joyful to share, and you see the benefits of it. What is happening, and while you're doing that, or after you have done that, you can invite other people to join the sharing. You said, okay, here's what we're doing. This is Someone is a hairdresser, so another person is a cobbler, fixes shoes for free. What do you have to give? What can you offer? What can you bring to the pot to enrich it and to make it more valuable for everyone? Um, so we all have things to offer. If we sit down for about an hour and really dig in and write all the services, all the things that we can do, we can probably arrive at about 100 things we can think about, and it goes way beyond that as well. So we have our us ourselves, us, we are a huge resource. So we don't even need to have money or to have uh, electric saw or whatever. I mean, us are alone, our bodies alone, our minds alone, our hands alone is a huge resource, and also our time. Um, so as the group grows, as more people come in, meaning more resource that comes in the pot, so everybody can profit, benefit, and also contribute. Uh, we create the sharing economy, and along the way we could gather, just eat together, and just go picnicking together, going on trips together, just become a family of God. That's what our Father wants. Our Father doesn't desire uh, his children to just treat each other like temporary families. Whenever we meet, we hug, we have a good time together, and when we split, that's it. They don't exist anymore in our lives. That's not what our Father wants. So, and ideally this has to be in a community, in nearby, not too far away, because that makes it very much more complicated. So as the group grows, let's say we have come to 20 people, 30 people. um, my vision kind of ends there. I have some ideas how to advance it even further, but those are only ideas that I am not attached of, because I have come to realize the difference of me right now and prior to knowing God is that God has put me until this point. He has put me in my heart, and he has given me the understanding and the vision of doing this, of presenting this in the Christian world. And beyond that, I used to go beyond that before. I don't anymore, because then I would be kind of replacing God, and I wouldn't be trusting in God to create things. So I believe when we have arrived to this point of a certain number of people and creating this dynamic of sharing and reducing cost of living, creating relationships, becoming actually becoming a family, I believe that God will open more doors. He will put more pavement in front of us to walk on, and we have to be in prayer and listening the Holy Spirit, the guidance, and and the rest is to be continued. I don't have the rest at the moment. So uh, if you like the idea, please like the video. If you and share it also. If you don't like the idea, please tell me why. What are the mistakes or the inefficiencies I'm speaking of? And if you don't fully understand it, if you have questions, even technical questions, what if this, what if that, please answer those. And I ask those questions as well, because I've been answering those for a few years. So I've heard pretty much everything, all the fears. I cannot talk about everything in the video right now, so I need your help to complete this video of the message. So that's it for now, guys, and hopefully this catches fire. And I'm not talking only for talking. I have done this myself prior to coming to Christ, so I know how we can implement it. I know how we can start it, and now I know how to be submissive to God and listen to His voice and be guided by God. And God is with us. I'm positive God is with us in this idea, in this project, and in this vision. So I have not now we have God with us at the moment, which before I didn't. I was doing everything out of my own force and my own wisdom, which did not come to any results, as you can imagine. And thank you, Lord, for that, to have dropped that human wisdom. And now I know that I am worthless without God, and I truly believe that God is with us, and we can accomplish great things if we believe in Him and we go for it and we take the steps needed at the moment. God bless. Until next video.